What's going on, Flipping Cricket fans? It's Sam once again. We back out here on the water. Got a little time in between fish catches here. So I decided to do my top baits for the fall transition. Going in from fall to winter. These baits will pretty much carry me all the way until we don't have ice over here. So it'll carry me all the way until the heavy winter, till the water temperatures get down around 53, 52. So my first two, I'm gonna do 6 baits, but I'm gonna categorize them: top water, mid depth, and fishing on the bottom. Of course, the bottom can be 100 feet or 1 foot. So, but this is the way I'm gonna attack it. Hope y'all like it. Make sure you do, and like it and subscribe. Click the notification bell. We'll be having more videos coming soon. Stay tuned. Hey y'all. Well, my first bait would be a top water popper. I personally like a popper because actually with the popper I can do multiple things with it. A lot of times you'll see in the fall, and then there are some applications where no doubt you would need this type of bait. Somewhere like Lake Murray, a walking style bait. This popper probably would not get it done. The bait fish are bigger than what the popper is, okay? But on average in North Carolina, what I like to do is I'll take a popper, I can work it in and around tight cover. I can do the traditional pop paws, or I can get out in open water with schooling fish and bomb cast into the school and walk it. And the cup of the popper throws off with a good amount of water, tremendous water disturbance. Sounds kind of like a shad popping trying to flee, and it gets bit during the fall. I actually won a tournament last year in November throwing a popper on schooling fish, and it helped me bring home the check. So one of the first things I'm gonna grab is gonna be this popper. Maybe not this color, but definitely a shad imitation. If a bright day, maybe even chrome. Gloomy day, this color. But this bone is a good color all the way around. Can't go wrong with the bone color. Okay. The next top water I'm gonna get, y'all may already hear it making all kinds of noise, is the old fashioned buzz bait. Traditionally, I'd have a white toad. This is the Strike King toad. I like this toad over the horny toad. A little bit different disturbance in the back, but got a good curly tail. I like, and this buzz bait here is actually the Jacob Wheeler buzz bait by Accent. These are tremendous buzz baits. The sound on them are straight out the pack, are good. I normally tweak my buzz baits, but these you don't have to. They have a nice squeak. They do some work to the rivet before you buy it, before it comes straight out of the pack ready to go. But the lake I'm fishing today don't have many shad, if it does have any shad. And so I'm getting up in the shallows around the grass, throwing it around with a gloomy color, gold blade, black bait, trying to imitate a bluegill. But a buzz bait going around the bank is a staple set for me during this time of the year, the fall transition. Okay, so that covers my general top water that I use. These are definitely my choice of bait. There are several out there, and you may see me using some of them, but these will be my first go-to. All right, the next one will be the moving bait category. The first thing I'm gonna look to grab, who wouldn't in this time, this is very known, very common idea, is the square bill. It's the 4x4 of crankbaits. In and out of wood, you can sparse grass, you can kind of snap it clear, catch fish. I got some grass on it here now, trying to get it off. But who wouldn't, you know? You may see, I use a jerkbait, I'm in a square bill all the time. Because I prefer shallow water fishing, but we're actually getting ready to progress into trying to move towards learning the offshore bite a little better. First thing when it comes to a moving bait and I'm on the bank, is going to definitely be a square bill. If it's not a square bill, if I determine that they're not super shallow, my next bait may be like a Rapala DT6 or MR6. Okay. The next one, y'all may think, and y'all gonna say, well, why he don't have a spinnerbait on there? A spinnerbait is an excellent choice. When I say excellent, excellent. But I'm gonna give you the alternative. I personally like to fish things that will be a little different looking than what everybody else would fish. So my next choice is gonna be this swim jig. Swim jig, I did a video a while back called the Carolina Twerk. And it was just a little play on words, just a little funny. Because, you know, the common way to work it is called the Alabama Shake, but I called it the Carolina Twerk. And the swim jig does get bit. This is good around wood some, more so around grass. And in the early fall, grass is a key factor because it's starting to die off. All the bait fish is pulling in, all the rain, you know, for the transition. The water rises, the fish push to the bank in the grass. So it's better, the swim jig is better in the grass than actually the spinnerbait is. So I prefer to go with the swim jig because ultimately I can go a little further, I can skip it a little further back and all of those, but also it looks different. 3 guys go in front of me, probably 3 of them gonna either be throwing a square bill or a spinnerbait. So if they didn't fall for the square bill the first time or the spinnerbait the second time, they might fall for the swim jig the 3rd time or the 4th time, whichever may have you. Because it looks different, it stands out. So that'll be my next go-to. Now, on to the next. Situation. And this would be baits that are fished along the bottom. So I personally love fishing docks, okay? But I don't get to fish them often. But if I do, in this time of the year, even around sparse wood, you know, not super heavy cover because this is not a heavy cover hook or jig head, I'll drop this cricket around. This is my hand-tied cricket. I pour the head and paint the head and pretty much start to finish. Make my own skirt. Everything except the trailer. So my next go-to would definitely be the cricket. It's a ball head jig, medium wire hook, medium wire weed guard. I put this color here is called the Tannic Brim. Some black, green pumpkin, and has some orange and green and turquoise brown flake all in there. Little gold. So it's kind of like a camo color. And with it being the camo color, it fits in everywhere. So what I tend to do is I try to match my trailer to the color of the water and allow that to actually help it blend in even more, look more natural. So my next, if I'm working something on the bottom, especially around docks, the bass will chew this thing up. Hopefully, I got a tournament coming up here soon. Y'all see me snatching the big girls on this because the fat girls love the jigs. Fat girls love to jig. All right, the next one, not my last one, but definitely I said not my last one, I'm sorry, but definitely the last one and the next one, but not least of any by far. If you haven't noticed by now, my brother and I both, we like to fish finesse. I personally tend to fish a little more power than he do, but I will fish finesse because I enjoy getting bites. I think it's something that derived from me growing up fishing the ponds and not being able to get bit a lot. So we had to downsize to learn how to catch them. But a shaky head, oh man, this here is a VMC head. I don't use this head often. I actually have some made by a guy off of Facebook. I think he goes by the name of Davis's Bass Busters. I can get them made with a different size hook. It's imitated after the spot remover, but I can get a larger hook. I can go up to a 5/0 hook in it if I like, or even a 5/16 ounce head with a wide gap hook. He makes them those ways for me. But a shaky head, this time of the year, flat out gets bit. But there's a scenario with the shaky head. Early fall, if the fish are on the bottom, located on the bottom, the shaky head is perfectly fine. it will get you bit. It will have you really in the game. But if they're suspended, like they like to do this time of the year, they will get up and raise up 2 to 3 foot off the bottom. The next option would be the trusty drop shot. I have fished a drop shot over the shaky head in the same places I've just fished the shaky head and come through and pull out 2.5, 3 pounders. So my first choice would be this. My next choice, if it sets up properly, would definitely be the drop shot. I'll use the same kind of worm, a straight tail worm, whether it be the 4-inch or the 6-inch, or any shad imitation worm or plastic, but they will get you bit. So hey guys, girls, I appreciate y'all really paying attention, watching, like, and subscribe. We do have the tackle giveaway going on right now. It will end October 1st. Hopefully this video will be out by then. If not, thank you, thank you, thank you. We would not be bringing you this content if y'all wouldn't be liking the videos and really participating with us. Thank you. And it actually make me pull out more knowledge in fishing that I know than I thought I knew. So, you know, stuff that just come natural to me, I have to explain myself. I teach Sunday school at church, and so I tend to naturally have a teacher's mentality. So, you know, but I never know what I know until I need to know it. It seems like it's just in there. So y'all, hey, I'm rambling. I appreciate it very much. Like and subscribe, comment, share. Y'all be good. Thank you.